like 3 weeks ago, we saw The Accountant², aka The Accountant² on Letterboxd, and the poster, I guess. Connor, what is the plot of The Accountant²?
The Accountant² stars the titular accountant back again, and he is a hitman, secret agent, informant, mercenary man who is also an accountant and has autism. And he's played by Ben Affleck. And then his brother, so there's like some pimps doing some shit, and then his brother pulls up, and then they're trying to take these kids away and put them in Venezuela. So then they're like killing a bunch of people, and then they go to a death camp because they're gonna bury a bus with a excavator full, and it's full of kids. and Ben Affleck and the Punisher don't stand for it, so they start shooting people, and they're like, damn, you got a special condition, doesn't stop you from murdering droves of people. Kind of like Rambo with autism or something.
It's like Rain Man and Rambo together.
It's like
or
Rain Man meets
Rambo
Rambo
6 or whatever. The one where he kills the Mexican people.
Yeah, the Last Blood.
Yeah.
So Aiden, what's the plot of what did you think of Last Blood with autism?
The premise is really fun. I didn't see the first one. I don't know that anybody did.
He might not even have autism in the first one, for all we know.
Ben Affleck was very enthusiastic about this project. It's funnier than it sounds. Like, you can describe a lot of things in this movie. Like, Ben Affleck runs an autism school for special needs kids that are like his X-Men hacker group.
They operate out of a mansion.
They're little
like
autistic children living in a giant mansion that hack things for him. And the reason he wants to save one of the kids is because the kid has autism and he wants him to join his Xavier's school for special needs hacker children. Yeah. It sounds a lot more fun than it is, and sometimes it is kind of fun. The Ben Affleck and the Punisher have a good dynamic. It's fun when they're on the RV talking about things, and when they go to the bar and Ben Affleck tries to dance like a cowboy with the woman. And the special needs child X-Men is funny. But then there's also this completely boring and bizarre plot about this hit woman who kills J.K. Simmons, who was in the first movie, who was a fat Latina woman, and then she got in a car crash, and it made her like superhuman good at killing people, and she turned into a skinny white woman.
The part where she was good at chess, they're like, she's really good at chess, so she must be like a chess savant. And then the doctor said, I'm afraid she's actually a killing savant. And then she breaks out of the hospital.
Yeah, but for some reason she went from a chubby Latina woman to a skinny white woman who's really good at killing people. And she's really sad that her autistic son got taken from her by human traffickers.
Yes.
There are times when the movie's really funny, intentional or not. And then there's also just a lot of times where the movie is The Accountant². And he doesn't do any accounting. There's one scene where he does accounting when he goes to a pizza place and then he beats up like 4 people. I don't know. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's adequate. It has its moments. It has its weak points. Honestly, there's not that much to say about it. The premise is 100 times funnier than the movie actually manages to be. And the Punisher's there.
Yeah.
Connor, what'd you think of The Accountant²?
The Accountant² is... It's,
Don't hurt yourself now.
Well, the movie's kind of like a running gunner, but the problem is with like a Rambo style. Not even like a John Wick. Like, definitely like more of like the 80s vein. Like, there were a million of them. Rambo's the most famous, but like, guy stands there and Commando kills like 1,000 people. And not that that's not what John Wick is, but they throw in some choreography to make the like assumption that there's like actual like stakes, and it's not just Rambo, but they're doing somersaults and backflips and shit like they do in John Wick. It's like Ben Affleck's like, we're getting shot, and then he ducks under a wood table for 2 seconds, and then he rolls out and just from the hip blasting people, and it's like, I like those movies sometimes. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, and he plays with a lightsaber and makes references to Star Wars just like Connor.
Yeah, he does. He's got the 2015 Force Effects Luke Skywalker lightsaber.
Hi, buddy.
And I mean, like, you know, it's fun, you know, and I think the gimmick that Ben Affleck has autism, like, I think they were occasionally trying to cook with that. I thought the fucking hacker school was really funny. I don't know if it was intentionally supposed to be funny. I think it's supposed to be like... So. And it plays like a movie, and I don't think this is even the case, but it plays like a movie. Someone might have, but what it plays like is somebody had an autistic son and wanted to show that autistic people could be badass, like, fucking super murderers, too.
Ben Affleck wrote and directed the movie, and I don't think his
I don't think he directed this one, or wrote this one.
He directed it. I don't know if he wrote it.
Oh, well... Yeah, as far as I know, Ben Affleck doesn't have an autistic son. Maybe he met someone with autism and he's like...
Just like in Rocky 4 when...
Maybe he's on like
Rocky
the board.
had the blowjob robot.
Maybe in like the 90s he was like, look, I'm just going to have to join some charities because that's what rich people do. And then he joined the autism charity and he like watched some like autism videos and he's like, what if one of these guys is just a killer, dude? What if he like slaughtered
It's pretty
people?
much the same movie as Rain Man where it's like... two brothers bond on a road trip.
Yeah.
But also some people get killed.
I don't think Ben Affleck plays it unconvincingly that he's autistic totally, but there is still occasional Simple Jack moments. Like... Yeah.
The Punisher's surprisingly good, actually.
John Bernthal, he's like... I mean, his whole role is to be like brother who doesn't know... how to handle his autistic brother, but he loves his autistic brother.
Just like Rain Man.
And then he pulls his shirt off and has six-pack abs and shoots people. It's like his fucking job in all these movies.
Yeah, he's Tom Cruise in Rain Man.
It is basically Rain Man, but shoot people as well. This is a weird movie. I mean, I don't know if the first movie would help add context. I think I got what it was going for. There's one scene where... And I feel like there's some, like, caricature aspects. Like, Ben Affleck wears pressed fucking khakis, like, fucking button-up shirts buttoned up to the top, and Asics sneakers with them, and it's like, that's pretty much, like, it's an autism outfit for sure.
Yeah.
And he's wearing this, like, stuffy outfit and, like, line dancing. He's really good at it because his special autism skill is that he's, like, a savant at... everything. He's kind of like a Gary Stu, honestly.
Yeah, I do like his autism moment when he's in the when he goes to the speed dating and he's just talking to people about the inevitability of death.
Yeah,
there's some moments.
I don't hate it. I don't know what even to really think about it. I mean, it's not very good. It honestly feels like. It feels like a movie Liam Neeson would make, but, like, add a budget because it's Ben Affleck and not Liam Neeson and add in this autism gimmick. But, like, the general idea of, like,
I'm surprised Liam Neeson hasn't done the autism gimmick.
He is doing the Naked Gun remake pretty soon here.
True.
But I think, yeah, I mean, like, at its core, it's basically one of those Liam Neeson geezer teasers, because it's like, he kind of, like, is interested in, like, a middle-aged, like, a mom that's definitely too young for him, but age-appropriate, technically, if they were to, like, just start fucking or something, which they don't end up fucking in this movie, but Liam Neeson always gets interested, and then it's like, my son is being human trafficked by Venezuelans, and the mean lady from ICE is gonna put him in El Salvador or something. And then Ben Affleck does, like... Or then Liam Neeson, like, has to go through and save him. But what you add in here is like slightly better action scenes because A, Ben Affleck and John Bernthal aren't fucking decrepit and elderly, and B, they actually had a budget, and it's not like those Liam Neeson geezer teasers where it's like half the budget goes to Liam, the other half goes to making a movie, and the budget on the movie's $1 million. Like, there's actually there's something behind it. I don't think it's great. I think it's like interesting, I guess. It's definitely not something I'm ever watching again, but it was fine. So, Aiden, would you recommend The Accountant²?
I guess so. It's serviceable. It's fine. It's not going to be in theaters for very long. We're like a month late on this, but it's fine. It's watchable.
It's probably like no, it's probably already out of theaters.
Probably. It's fine. You can watch it on streaming. It's fine. It's good enough. You can look up when you hear gunshots, or when you hear some funny autism moments, and then you can go back to folding laundry or looking at girls twerking on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. Connor, would you recommend The Accountant²?
I pretty much have the same recommendation as Aiden. It's like, it's one of those movies where if I like got the DVD for free, or I was like just looking for something to put on Amazon Prime for the background while I fold laundry or like cook a meal or something, or like just want to play on my phone and have a movie on in the background or something, like that's what this type of movie is. It's not some sort of high art cinema. It's Rambo meets Rain Man, but not as good at what they're doing on either case. But it's kind of like Rambo and it's kind of like Rain Man, and they kind of combine, and kind of got some Liam Neeson geezer teaser aspects in there.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Put it on Amazon. Liam Neeson movie that he never
put
made.
it on Amazon Prime. Lay down, watch 10 minutes of it, take a nap, wake up while they're fighting human traffickers, and then start cooking dinner. Leave it running while you go outside to smoke a cigarette. Leave it running while you listen to the voicemail that your wife is saying they're leaving you and they're going to take you to court to keep custody of the kids, you know? You're not getting joint custody, you know? You throw your phone against the fucking TV. Now there's a big mark in the corner, but The Accountant² is still playing. Credits start rolling, you know? You're sitting there rubbing your hands together. You're on your 8th Keystone Light of the day, you know? All of a sudden the power goes out on your trailer park home, and then the septic starts backing up and shit water's floating all over your floor, but The Accountant doesn't stop playing. That's pretty much what I would describe this movie as watching experience being, or something. I don't know. You know. Yeah, sure. Watch it. It's fine. I don't care.